Hi guys, GadgetGirlKylie here, and welcome back to my live streamed Let's Play of Ys Memories of Celceta, continuing from where we left off, and we're going to go inside here now to speak with the Elder. This is where Danan's elder Vanjo lives. If there's anywhere else you want to see, I suggest we go see it before heading inside. So what's it to be? Hehe, indecision is not becoming in a man, you know? Go inside! Alright then, let's go and pay Vanjo a visit. I've brought them with me, Elder. Ah, so they're finally here. Oh, spare me the self-introductions. I know all about you already, so you'll just be wasting your time. Well, this guy's rude. You want to know who we are, am I right? Ha, well. We're a tribe of people who turned their backs on the gods and destroyed an entire ancient civilization. What? I don't really understand. It is pretty blunt. It happened a long time ago, far overseas. Our ancestors stole a mighty power from the gods and sank their lands to the bottom of the ocean. But one of those gods, a certain Lord Lduk, as it were, forgave their sins and secretly brought them here to Celceta. Does that mean your ancestors lived in the kingdom of Celceta? The kingdom was full of good, honest people, including their benevolent king. It was far too nice a place for a tribe of sinners like us. So our ancestors settled here, underground, repenting for their sins and silently watching over the kingdom. But then something terrible happened. Something terrible? This is a story every man, woman and child in this village knows by heart. Long ago, a winged sage came to Celceta. He gave the people wisdom and civilization, and in return they revered him as a god. But one day that god began to act with cruelty and malice, as if he'd become a different being altogether. Steadily, these acts of aggression grew until one day he came to destroy the kingdom with his power. Was that god? It couldn't have been Lord Lduk, could it? Sound familiar, Adol? I believe you've witnessed something quite similar yourself. A certain winged acquaintance of yours suddenly behaving quite unlike himself and attacking without warning. No, that's not possible. I don't know the cause of this transformation, but the changes in Lord Lduk's behaviour now reflect a similar pattern to his past of destroying the kingdom of Celceta, so we decided to keep an eye on him and on those who visited his tower as well. We thought that maybe we could be of some service to him if the situation called for it. Then Adol was called to the tower and, well, down he went. I see, so you were the one assigned to watch over Adol then? Yeah, listen Adol, I'm sorry for not telling you. There was just a lot on the line, and it was also, if I gained your trust, I could be at your side. I thought it would be easier. It's hard to blame him now we've heard all that. Yeah, it's kind of a shame really. Hey! Well, he was only doing what I ordered him to, so don't be too hard on him now. It's been a big help having you around, Duran. Your behaviour has been suspicious on occasion, but now that we know the truth behind your actions, I feel I speak for us all when we say we are grateful to have you. I think I can forgive you, this time. Thanks everyone. Adol, we here in Danan share the same objective as you, to pursue Lord Lduk, and to that end there's something I need to show you. Would you come outside for a moment? Don't worry, you'll understand when you see it. Oh man, my throat is so sore. I don't know how much longer this episode is going to go on for with this sore throat. I'll at least try and do another 10 minutes, but it might be a short one guys, because my throat is mega sore. I'll have some more water and hopefully that soothes it. This way, Adol. place is so beautiful. It's the only part of the village where sunlight can get through, huh? It's the most sacred place in the entirety of the subterranean forest. Ha, the sun here is far too bright for the likes of us. Perfect for sealing away a certain powerful object, if I must say. See for yourselves in that shrine, but don't get too close now. There's a real strong barrier keeping it safe. Sun mask. Woo! Is that? No, it couldn't be. It's a mask! Yep, that there is the mask of the sun. What? What's it doing here? I had it removed from Adol's grave. When the hell did you manage that? You were unaware of this? Yeah. Why is this village full of such terrible people? Come now, that's not very fair of you, Duran. If it had been left there, it may have fallen into the hands of someone who really shouldn't have it. And you were so busy saving Adol after you fell into that waterfall, you certainly couldn't have claimed it. You should be grateful Freda was watching out for you. Bah. I'd been keeping an eye on you since before you fell in. Lord Lduk was still unstable, groaning in agony like when we last met him in the tower. So I seized the chance to rescue you and somehow carried you all the way back to Kaznan, still not sure how I pulled it off. I played my part as a messenger too. We all helped in our own way. So that's what happened. However, if Gruda and his allies are seeking the mask, they may be in the area. It is safe to leave the mask so exposed? Is it safe, sorry? Ha! No need to worry. That shrine's guarded by a powerful force field. It'd take one hell of a blast to break through that. This may seem like an obvious question, but what exactly is the mask? The replicas Gruda's men produced were used to strengthen the physical powers of the Roman soldiers, and the masks used in my village did the same thing. That's just a side effect. The Mask of the Sun really allows its wearer to read the Akashic records, yeah, where the world's blueprints recorded. The Akashic records? I've never heard of such a thing before. What do you mean by world's blueprints? Just what it sounds like. The world's structure, its properties, its origins, everything that ever happened in the past, even every damned thing that'll ever happen in the future, all collected in one book. What? Child of Highland. Think for a moment of Lord Lduk's actions and you'll have your answer. His actions? You mean giving people knowledge? Ah. Reading the blueprints of the world, using their contents to ration out knowledge and maintain global balance. It's the Mask of the Sun and the Akashic records that make all that possible. So Gruda's real objective is the world's blueprints and the key to reading them. Where are these Akashic records located? God, so tongue-tied now. In the former capital of the Kingdom of Celceta, deeper still within the forest. Yeah, and that's where Gruda's headed, no doubt. It's gotta be. He seemed to be mass-producing copies of the mask. Do you think he plans to use those to read the Akashic records? He's a talented magician, but no mere copy can even come close to approximating the works of the gods. It is possible, I bet, that in the process of duplicating the mask he could have learned its true purpose. It's because of us that he and the Romans came to this land. What do you... Elder! What's the meaning of this? We're busy here, you know. Well, a girl showed up demanding we give her the mask. A girl? Don't tell me that sorceress. So this is where you all went. Is that... Lisa? Why are you... So you're the apostle girl, eh? Surprised you found this place. Adol, I'm sorry. I'm afraid there's no time to explain myself right now. You seem to be in quite the hurry. Why exactly can't you take a moment to explain yourself again? You can't honestly expect us to hand you the mask on faith alone, little lady. I can save Lord Lduk. Lisa? Guess you're not here under orders as an apostle then. How about you at least tell us why you need the mask? At least then.
I'm sorry.
What's going on? Above us. Oh my god. What is that thing? It's huge. It's Lisa's. I apologise for being forced to take such an aggressive approach, but I simply don't have time to do this any other way. What? Oh my god, she's gonna break through the barrier. It can't be. We need to subdue it, Danan. Just don't hurt Lisa in the process. Don't let us down. I know. We can't let her break the barrier and take the mask, Adol. Sorry to ask, but will you lend us a hand? Thanks. Sorry to get you caught up in all this. You can access the menu now to prepare for battle. To change party members, use the party menu. Equipment and skills can also be changed. Take this! Well, it's actually not doing much damage to us, but I think we're supposed to defeat it, so... There we go, it's down. Did we succeed? Oh, that was a hell of a battle. No! I knew it. Conventional weapons aren't going to work against this thing. What? So, it is a Calbalan, then? I'm sorry, everyone. Sol, do it! The barrier! Now I can finally save Lord Lduk. Haha, well done, little puzzle. Sol! Frida, he's here. Finally, the Mask of the Sun is mine. You're... Haha, don't think too poorly of me, little apostle. I kept my word. I told you where the mask was, but I never once promised I'd let you have it. You have only your own naivety to blame for this. I should have known. You always did enjoy making a grand entrance, Gruda, but is this any way to treat your own people? What? Are you saying... Several years ago, one of our own broke the laws of our village and unravelled the secrets our ancestors sealed away. The man fled the village, taking a small group of supporters with him, and gave himself over to the Roman Empire. His name was Gruda, and he was once a magician from Danan. Stay where you are, Adol Kristen. Gadis, Bami, and the Mass Division are occupying the village. You wouldn't want any unfortunate accidents, would you? Holding your own homeland hostage now. You are despicable. You're just as much of a slime as ever. Haha, unfortunately for you, I bear no emotional attachment to this dreary place. Perhaps it is destiny that I should obtain the mask here. In honour of this occasion, we shall hereby refer to ourselves as Darklings. Come now, is that really so surprising? It's a perfect fitting name for those who have obtained the power of the gods through these unorthodox means. Gruda, you really haven't changed at all, have you? Our ancestors referred to themselves as Darklings when they deceived the gods and stole their power. We here in Danan hesitate even to say the word. It's considered impure. The blood of the Darklings flows within you as much as it does in me. No matter how far you repress it, it's a part of you, and it always will be. Gruda! Regardless, now that I have what I seek, I see nothing more to be gained by remaining here. And though I may not have much attachment to this place, I suppose it is still my home, so I'll leave peacefully today. Should you continue your fruitless attempts to stand in my way, however, I won't be quite so merciful next time. Wait! Ha 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 ha! Oh, he's gone! Kylie, Adol, what have I done? Well, this has been a hell of a day. No point just standing here, though. Let's go back to my place and sort all this out. Oh dear! Well, it's all hit the fan now. So, young apostle, what were you trying to do with this Mask of the Sun? Gruda implied he said something to you about it. Yes, he told me that last time Lord Lduk was behaving strangely, the Mask of the Sun was used to calm him, and so I'm so sorry. That scumbag. Well, what's done is done. I'm more interested to know that you're a descendant of the Celcetian royal family, aren't you? How did you know? Lisa is? Whoa, that's news to me. That white Calbalan of yours was the dead giveaway. Legend has it was created by King Lefance to defend off Lord Lduk after he lost control of himself. So King Lefance and Lord Lduk fought each other? That's what they say. Not that there are any surviving records to confirm one way or the other, of course. What we do know for certain is that the Calbalans were created using a forbidden technology our ancestors sealed away. King Lefance was a righteous man, so knowing that he allegedly restored use the... What? So knowing he allegedly restored Knowing he allegedly resorted use of such technology. See, that's bad translation. That's why I'm struggling to read it. Shows his unease. Guess that explains how it was able to destroy the barrier. Sol was given to me by my father to carry out the rite of summoning. I was told he'd been passed down in the family for generations, but I had no idea his creation had came about under circumstances like that. You rode on Sol too. Adol, Lisa used him to take you to see Lord Lduk. Yes, Lord Lduk asked me to escort you to his room personally, and I have to say it was no small task finding you out in that forest. This is Adol we're talking about. The guy never sits still. He can't even sleep without sneaking out a window first. The thing I find most difficult to accept is that the man who attacked Highlands was from Danan. Yeah, he had me completely fooled. There was no doubt in my mind he was a Roman commander. Gruda was one of the most intelligent people in the village. He was also a wise man in his day who loathed the sin our ancestors committed more than anyone else. And that hatred drove him to study the incident in greater detail, but somehow or another during his studies he became attracted to the power of the gods that they'd attempted to steal. Why would that be? Only he knows the answer to that. We naturally admonished the hell out of him for what he was doing. Just out of nowhere he gathered a small group of supporters and left the village, and that was the end of that. In addition to keeping an eye on Lord Lduk, we've also been trying our best to track him down all this time. Most likely he managed to gain the support of Rome for his research into the mask, and now he has returned to the forest. So where's he headed next? He must have sussed out the mask's true power by now, which means there's only one thing he could possibly be after. The Akashic records, the blueprints of the world, which can only be read using the mask's power. On the other side of the Ashen Forest is the old capital of the Kingdom of Celceta. It's called Lduk. And in its centre sits the Temple of the Sun, where Lord Lduk lived when the kingdom still existed. Supposedly that's where the Akashic records can be found. Supposedly? The door of the temple is sealed. We've tried to open it many times, but we've never been able to get inside. So we can't be certain what's in there, but considering his resourcefulness up until now, Gruda may have found a way. When I was talking with Gruda, he also mentioned that Lord Lduk is headed for Lduk as well. It seems Lduk is the main point of interest for all parties then. Including you, Adol. If you ever want to learn the truth about what happened to you, you need to confront Lduk. Lduk, huh? That'll be my first time there too. Elder, I would like to go with Adol as well. Me too. Well, you are familiar with the route, but are you sure? In a way, you may be the single most unsuitable person for this task. I'll be okay. I've had more than enough time for my wounds to heal. Frida. Well, I know better than to argue with you. Nothing I say is going to change your mind, so go on ahead. They'll need a guide anyway. Thank you, Elder. Okay, so it looks like we're off to Lduk now. Or next. I will be going on ahead to Lduk. Are you sure you'll be okay on your own? I won't be alone. I have Sol with me. And there are a few things I'd like to look into. About your ancestor, King Lefance. Yes, I'd like to know what happened to King Lefance and Lord Lduk when the Kingdom of Celceta fell. If I can learn even that much, I might be able to find some means of returning Lord Lduk to normal. Well, don't push yourself too hard, okay? Not gonna say anything, Adol?
Thank you very much.
I'll be eagerly awaiting you. Take care, everyone. I'm certain that one day you, Lduk, and I will all be able to drink tea together once more. And I'll be certain to brew the best tea I can possibly find. Goodbye for now. And there she goes. Feminine yet courageous, she's a fine girl, eh, Ozma?
No.
I had no intention of... Men, they're all like animals, aren't they? Duran, please refrain from making such comments. The others have begun grouping me with you. It's time we should get moving, Adol. We have a lot of ground to cover. Frida, join the party. You can now accept quests in Danan. Okay guys, I'll stop this episode here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I shall see you next time, guys.